Air Force was supposed to actually take on these aliens. I mean,
I gotta break in.
Here we with the creator of PB Soldier at the Black Comic Book Convention at the Schomburg Library. You can introduce yourself, brother.
Peace, everybody. My name is Nasir Gifted, creator and writer of PB Soldier.
Hi, peace. How's everything? I'm Delonte J. Bass. This is Tina with PB Soldiers. We're a graphic novel.
We're here at the Schomburg Research of Black Culture, and this is our third year being a part of the festival. And, we've always been intrigued. We're here representing PB Soldier, the comic book series, the sci-fi comic book series.
And basically the premises of the story is it's set in the year 2020 when everyone's considered a terrorist. So our character, Nat, who's a hacker, also martial artist, he started having visions of his ancestors, so he begins torn and conflicted as he do assassinations for the government, as he's fighting against the resistance. So we got the different characters. Jason, a #1 selling character representing the female strength, and she's a part of resistance. So, this comic book is about creating images, black images, and giving people another alternative from what they usually see in the comic book world.
What inspired me to start the series? I'm actually an educator by trade, also coming from engineering. That I work with a lot of youth, and when I talk to them about heroes resonate a certain image in your head. And when I talk to them about heroes, generally someone that doesn't look like them usually resonates in their head.
Like when he asks about superheroes, usually a lot of the black kids, they just name Superman, Batman, but they never name anybody black. So that's where the creation came about, by creating black characters and black images so our youth have something to aspire for and look up to.
So what I wanted to do when I was working with my own children is I wanted to change that paradigm. I wanted to be able to change that. So when you hear the word superhero and hero, that they can actually visualize an image that looks like them. And that's kind of like where the whole concept came from. And then from that point on, we've been just pushing, building the brand and building the character base and everything to have something that where we got to today.
We from Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, so we also use the comic books to teach STEM programs. So we offer a lot of workshops dealing with STEM and using comic books to teach STEM.
So what grades do y'all usually do that with?
A lot of times we may give workshops to teachers and all grades, usually like 5th and up. Yeah.
Simple, like I know some people might look at this like simple, but you really like a high scientist, spiritual mental healer, because what you're talking about is how people reflect and see themselves.
Yeah,
I mean, see other things. So when you say hero, and you say
that origin, I mean, as people with melatonic individuals, that melanin in our body gives us our own superpowers anyway. So all we doing is just pretty much tapping into the hero that's already within. So we tapping into that aspect of everything. So now we just shedding light on what's already been out there for us.
For them to see something that looks like themselves as a hero and as super.
Yep.
That's
yeah, because we already know the connotations that come along with black. Everything that you will see, even if when you look up the word black, it becomes negative. And we just pretty much shed light on that whole aspect. So, I mean, that's what we're here. We're trying to just bring the message to the masses, and and we're just pushing forward. And then also, when we talk about education, we're connecting with the individuals from the adolescence all the way up to the adult, because what happens as a child grows older, they move away from the mental models that has been created, because words resonate images. And being that words resonate images, they took that away. So now you can't develop that mental model of or make that connection to something that was abstract. Because everything that you talk, discuss, mathematics, scientific, any words, is supposed to generate an image in your mind so you can be able to connect to it. So that's what we actually going back to the essence of that, and then using comics to be able to teach STEM. So that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So that's what that's been our plight, and that's what we've been pushing for the whole year 2017.
You want to say something about the importance or like the history of our people in comic books?
I mean, it's very important, the history. Like, believe it or not, a lot of the comic books sometimes have the writers or the drawers are black in some of the major comic books, but it's just that we don't get the credit we deserve. So we have a strong history in comics. And a lot of the characters, believe it or not, are based on African culture and comedics. Like the Sentinels on X-Men. Those the big almanac heads in Mexico. Even Thundercats. That's based on Heru with the symbol, the Eye of Omen with his sword. Give me sight beyond sight. So it's like different cartoons. All these are African characters that they transformed and flipped. Better yet, stole it from us, transformed it and flipped it and gave it back to us like they originated it.
That's what I was looking for.
Yes.
People ain't really jump on it like that.
Yeah. So you know, once you understand your history, you'll begin to understand where some of these characters come from. Like X-Men is a depiction of black people. It's like black versus the other races, you know. And the superpowers we have is our melon. It allows us the ability to do certain things that other people can't do. So, you know, once you start studying comedic history, African history, you'll begin to see the symbolism in all other comic books, you know. So that's the importance of it.
See, that's what I was looking for, because I want people to understand that the history, a lot of our history, and myths, mythos is well entangled in the comic books, from Superman all the way back to X-Men, like you said.
Even Superman, where he get his powers, just like, and just like you say, we get our powers from the sun, the rays of Ra. So Superman, they just flip that. And so that's where all that comes from. But if you study, you'll start to sit back and say, I understand now. Even take in Thundercats, the dragons, the lion's lair, that's not more than the Sphinx or the Merkur. That's what that is, the same way, but they just changed the head and just put a panther up top or whatever, panther, I think it's a panther or cougar. It looked like a panther. They put it up top. And so you have to understand that. But people don't understand it because they don't know their history. And so that's what makes it even our comic book, because we even use certain, our ancestors in the background. You know, so that's what we employ in our comic books. So we just keep drilling people piece by piece with it.
Definitely, I wish you the best on that. And then that's like I said, y'all like high scientists working with that. Y'all teaching, educating, and then you healing the minds by creating imagery that look powerful, that like the people who's looking at it.
Oh yeah, I mean we understood that we got to work on the whole person. You know, it's a holistic approach. You know, and being that you're first affected by the physical. The physical is connected to the visual. So once you see that, then you resonate with whatever words and images that come along with that. So we looked at it as from a holistic approach. That's it.
Probably like four years, but been in making for about 8 years. So we've been traveling around different conventions everywhere. This is our second year here at the Schomburg, which is always a good event. So it's good to see people come out like yourself, come out and let people know what's going on.
Right now, we are just coming off a successful Kickstarter that we just ran, and we actually have about 6 books in the series now. We're looking to do a mass distribution, so we're looking to have the masses be a part of the movement and join the movement accordingly.
We just thank everybody, thank people for the support they show us. And you can check us out at pbsoldier.com. All right, well, we want to give a shout out to All Angels Inc. for being here at the Schomburg and showing us love and support. And please show your love and support for All Angels Inc.
Thank you for your look.
Thank you, brother.